Hi, it's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic. Thanks for joining me. Today I have got another little mini album to show you, and you can see I've already put a little label on the front with my Cricut machine. So this is just a little bit of fun. It's Bolton Family Horoscope Traits. Now I'm using this album from the stamp spot. It's called 16 Suffolk Street, and I'm just giving a flip through of the pattern papers now here for you. Now I should say I have got this video on fast forward. It's just on twice the speed. Probably took me about 30 minutes to put the album together, as far as I've got, that is. I've not finished it completely, but I just wanted to put it on fast forward just so you could see all of the pages that I've done without it being too long a video. Now, all over Facebook and Pinterest, I keep seeing all of these little quotes about horoscopes, and they are so perfect and match our family completely. So I keep doing little screenshots, and when I've been doing my weekly happy planner videos, I've been taking some pictures of these as well. Now I've started off on this front page just by putting a picture of us. This was my family and my 50th birthday back in January, and of course I couldn't forget to include our little dog Fudge as well. He's definitely the heart and soul of our family, and it binds us all together, so I couldn't miss him out. Now this little album, and you'll see also there's a sticker sheet. You see I've just been cutting that off, as well as a cut apart sheet as well, which I've already cut into little bits ready to use. Comes as a complete collection, so I'll put the links down below for the stamp spot. I presume they've still got some more of these left. I'm not sure, I have had it a little while, but definitely check it out. I absolutely love the colours and the images in this album. Now I was trying to think what to use it for, because I think it would be perfect as like a little recipe book. That was my original intention, but I did start to gather a lot of these quotes and horoscope images, and I thought, you know what, I will use it for this because it is a little bit of fun. So I'm starting off with this first one, and you see I've got a big one here for Capricorn. Now both myself and my son are Capricorns. That is why I've just got 3 of everything rather than 4. So my daughter's a Virgo and my husband is Leo. So whenever I see these and they meet and match absolutely perfectly some of the quotes that it talks about, I have been doing screenshots, as I mentioned. Now you'll see here I am just going to use the ephemera or the embellishments that come with this little collection. I'm not using anything else to add to this album. Makes it super quick, it makes it super easy. I don't have to worry about adding anything else. Of course you can do, but because the album itself has got pattern pages, you really don't need to. You don't need to worry about what goes with what. It's already done for you. The easy bit is just putting it together. You know, the hard bit of getting a cohesive collection is already done. And you see what I've just done then as well. I have just made some of these supplies stretch a bit further just by cutting some of these down a little bit more. Doing the same thing here, just because my photos are so big, just want to make sure I can fit these stickers in as well. Now speaking of size, this is roughly 5 inches across on each sheet or page, and about 8-9 inches down, I would say. So slightly bigger than your normal traveller's notebook or pocket page notebook. It's a little bit wider, and that's what I love about it, because if you've got a 6x4 photograph, you could quite easily just slot that in and still have a little bit of space at the side. Now this is kind of glossy paper as well, so bear that in mind. It's nice and thick, good quality, so you can definitely adhere some embellishments to it if you wanted to. I personally don't feel like I need to. I feel like I've got everything I need to with the cut apart sheet and the sticker sheet. And this sheet on the right hand side, actually, it's not coming across very well on camera, but it's actually grid paper, so a bit like a bullet journal where you have the dots and the grids. So I'm going to keep that side blank to do some journaling. So after I finish putting this together, I am going to add some journaling in my book. I'm not going to do that on camera, so you'll see me leaving some spaces for that later as well throughout the book. Now I am alternating these horoscopes with some quotes. So again, when I come across a quote that really resonates with me, whether it's on Pinterest, Instagram or Facebook, all the usual social sites, I again just do a screenshot and then print it out when I do my weekly photos. And the quotes that I'm adding in this book are absolutely relevant, not just for me but for our family as well, which is why I'm just going to alternate the pages between them. Now it is quite a big album. I feel like I did try and count just to see how many. I think there was 25 sides to this, so 50 sheets I want to say. So there is quite a long way to go before I get to fill this album, but I'm using up the printed quotes and horoscopes that I've got so far. So I've got like 3 of each that I want to put in. Again, this is an example of where I'm stretching my supplies. I do this all the time with these little label tags that I have, and it's a great way of just kind of adding a frame to your photograph or anything that you're cutting in, really, without wasting that at the back, because you wouldn't see the back of it anyway. So it's a good way of adding a frame to a picture. And a lot of these cut apart sheets are actually quite large as well, so you definitely could get away with cutting quite a lot of them down. Some of them as well are obviously meant for journaling, like this one I'm about to show you. You could quite easily cut that up quite a few times to make that stretch across as well. Of course, you could still put it in, it'd be a nice little frame for a photograph as well. Apologies for this part of the video being slightly off camera. I know you can't quite see what I'm doing there at the bottom, but I decided to cut this piece in a couple of spaces as well, and this is where I'm going to actually add my journaling underneath this as well, just because it is that patterned image underneath. And this is one of the images I absolutely love. Those chickens and the colours are just so adorable. That's why I really get a country kitchen vibe about the collection, which is why I thought it would be great to have as a recipe book. We've recently got one of the Thermomix type cookers. It's not a Thermomix, it's a cheaper version from Aldi. But yeah, we've been printing off quite a lot of recipes for that. So at some point I do need to organise those as well. But I'm thinking I might just laminate those and put them on a split ring. But I probably will embellish them a little as well before I do that, and just to make them look a little bit prettier. And we've been taking pictures as well of the food, so at least we can see a picture of the food as well as the recipe on the back. Anyway, I am digressing. You can see I've moved on to another page as well in the book, and I'm using that big sticker as well for some journaling when I come back to it later. I think that's a nice little frame for that particular page. And now I'm on to my last page, so you can see how quick it really was for it to come together. And I think that's partly due to the fact that I don't need to worry about the pages. They're already decorated for me, and it does half of the work's done, isn't it? So it's great to be able to do a super quick layout like this. So I've just cut that in half again, and again I'll use that for a little bit of journaling at the bottom, and I am almost done. And I hope you liked that little walkthrough as I did a few pages in this album. Hope you can see how quick and easy it was as well. Definitely check out the links below if you're interested in getting one of these from Michelle at the Stamp Spot. She gives great customer service, and I can't recommend her highly enough. She's really excelled herself with this collection. It is one of my newfound favourites. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And here are the pages that we've done. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a great crafting week, and I hope to see you again soon.